Hey guys, and welcome to my chapter 2 for SPM Any Percent Guide. Chapter 2 is really easy actually, so there's not going to be too much to learn. We're going to start with beginner, obviously jump to accelerate like everywhere. So this is like one of the uses of Peach in the run. There's only like 3, so switch to Peach and jump over. Definitely hit these 2 blocks to get extra coins. They don't lose time. Now you're gonna flip and climb up onto this yellow block. You can actually do this without bumping onto the bumping onto the yellow blocks, but it's kind of difficult. I flip like right in the middle of here, do a full jump, and then do another full jump, like that. Well, not a full jump on the second one. You want to land a little bit faster, so you kind of let go of 2 at the end. So then, pretty simple platforming to get over this part. Just don't mess up the jumps because you lose a lot of time. Alright, so now, this room, just jump on the enemies. When you kill them, the chest spawns. You need to make sure that you're on the right side of the chest, like right behind this line that I'm behind, like the second line from the right. If you're behind that, then you won't get like a walking animation, so that just saves like quite a bit of time. And then exit with the key. And enter the door below. So for a beginner strat, you're gonna want to flip and hug the right wall here, grab the pal pills, and then flip again, and then jump on top. There is a different method where you jump off of the Goomba, and it saves like a few seconds over this, but this is much easier, and I recommend just doing it outright as a beginner. Like, you could attempt the Goomba jump, you'll see it in the advanced strats, and then if you fail it, just go for the flip jump, as we call it. So after that, you go in the pipe, and you hit the switch, and start backtracking back. Be sure not to fall in these gaps. It's kind of easy to if you're looking at your pal pills too much. The advanced strat doesn't get them. Like, you can get them and still make the Goomba jump, but it's really dumb, in my opinion. So right here, this jump's kind of hard. Jumping over this piranha plant. I duck jump. I don't think it matters. I just do it for the heck of it, because it doesn't matter. Well, it might. I don't know. Maybe your hitbox is smaller. It doesn't matter. Duck jumping doesn't lose time or anything. But I jump in between. I'll show you my cue here. So right here, I jump in between, more like here. I jump in between the windmill and the end of the platform in the background. If you do that with a duck jump, I don't think the duck jump is needed, but yeah, you'll always clear him. You could also do a strat where you kill him with the pal pills. I don't know that strat, it doesn't really matter. I find that easier anyway. So you might as well kill some enemies on the way here. The pal pills can be really annoying because they could like kick the Koopa shells at you, like this. But yeah, try and kill some enemies, get some free coins and points. Alright, so this is the beginner strat of this room. You're gonna go in the water instead of going up top. You could bounce off of that first cheap. I kind of just missed it, but it doesn't really matter. You get the idea. So now this is where beginner and advanced completely differ. Beginner is gonna get Boomer. Advanced won't do this. Obviously, if you're a beginner, you should try Boomer Skip. If you could get it down, you might as well do it. Also, the block is in the middle of this room, so I do a jump, a little jump, and then a big jump to get to it, as seen here. Alright, then in this room, you're gonna run to in the next room, and down the pipe, you're gonna do a duck jump and land on the enemy there. And you want to move as far left as you can, so you get a less of a walking animation. You can stay on the right, but it ends up being faster to just take the walking animation because you're much closer to the pipe. So this is just a lot of text, just mash through it. So another beginner strat is not jumping off of this enemy right here. You're gonna instead, well, I'm gonna show it anyway. So you can, it's not too hard, like you might as well try it. Like, I don't know. I don't really have a cue for where to jump. It's just a feeling thing. It's really easy. I guess just jump right when you touch this green thing. Like that. So I'm gonna show the other strat, which is stand like right here. It doesn't really matter. And then flip again. Jump up and flip again. Like that. And if you for some reason can't do this, you can just use boomer. And then you could get up. So now this is the boomer skip room, but you're still gonna have to do a trick with boomer to hit the switch. So you just kind of do a running jump and throw it. It's not hard at all. Just make sure you have running speed. Running jump and then throw it. Really easy. And then go in the last door here and finish the chapter. Alright, so we're moving on to advanced. There's nothing really different to beginner. So jump over this gap, get these 2 coins. This is more important in advanced. Well, I missed the coin, unfortunately, but you want to get as many coins as you can when at a high level. I talked about this jump in the beginner section, but I'll do it again. Flip around the middle there, do a full jump, and then another full jump, so that you don't bump on the yellow blocks. I won't go way too into detail over the things I've already explained in the beginner section. Nice shroom shake drop. So, in case you missed it, you want to stand on the second black line, or a little bit behind it, from the right, in the cutscene right here. This is just so you don't get a walking animation. It's really bad if you get that walking animation. It loses a lot of time. So go into the door. Okay, this is my strat for the Paraguma jump. You're gonna wait till he does 2 bounces. When he does the second bounce, you're gonna hold right. And you're gonna jump when he does the next bounce after that. Or, like, you could jump right after you pass the little pipe in the background, or, like, the blocks at the top, or the windmill, whatever. Just make your own cue if you have to. Do what works best. And then you're gonna jump, and right before you bounce, hold left, or right when you bounce. It doesn't really matter. So this is very straightforward stuff. It's just make sure you're jumping to accelerate, hold right. I think using throw to hit the switch is faster. I haven't timed it. It's probably about the same. I should really get to timing that, actually. So this method does not get the pal pills, so you're down 1,000 points and, like, however many coins you get from killing random enemies, so it kind of sucks, but, like, I take the consistency. So again, jump in between the windmill in the background and the end of this platform, and I do a duck jump. It doesn't really matter. So, right here, I don't know if I've talked about entering doors for, like, the advanced strats anyway. Beginners can do this too. You want to, like, face backwards while... Okay, you want to turn away from the direction you're going and open the door a little bit to the left or to the right of the middle, depending on what side you're on. So I turn left and open the door. This brings your pixel closer to the middle of the door, and it saves, like, 0.3 per door, so it's pretty cool. So again, kill these enemies, because you might as well. There's no time loss for it. Whenever you can kill enemies, get points, or get coins without time loss, you really need to do it, because they make a huge difference. Alright, so the advanced strat here is going up top, so I do a full jump from the door to get on this block. Another full jump. 2 really short jumps, not like the shortest jumps. Same thing, another short jump. And then you're gonna jump again over this guy. You could land on that guy and kill him, but you're gonna lose a bit of speed, so I just don't do that. So here, you can make a decision to go for an ice storm drop. An ice storm is a 1% chance drop, I think, from these enemies. So you can kill them. It saves 25 seconds, but like that 1 second really matters if you're gonna lose it every run trying to kill the enemy. So I don't really do it. It's up to you. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever you think you want to do, I guess. So same thing as the beginner. As the beginner strat, you want to jump right when you touch this green thing right here. And then we get on to boomer skip, which I'll explain in the actual boomer skip thing, which is right here. So enter the last door and end the chapter for the last one. Okay, so this is boomer skip. So you want to use your shell shock and press A on it, obviously, on the right side of the screen. You can do it a little bit further to the left. It saves like a second or two. Not even. It saves like nothing, but it's way riskier. So pick up the shell. You want to go, I'm pointing here, right past this fourth line from the right. You want to go right past it, so like your right shoe is just ahead of it, like right here. This is a perfect spot. You want the right side of your shoe to be a little bit ahead of it. And then I'm kind of just showing how to get into position. Flip, move to the right so that you'll be able to get running speed. So now you're gonna hold left and you're gonna jump when you get momentum. And then you're gonna turn right in the air and you're gonna throw the shell at the height of your jump. It's not too hard, so like hold left, jump, right one, basically. This is a very feel for trick. You can look at the left if you want to see a text explanation on it. But yeah, so 2-2 beginner/advanced. So if you're doing the beginner no life stream jump route, you would go in this door right away. But life stream jump needs the stopwatch. Like even advanced players like don't have to do life stream jump, so I'm not gonna call it advanced go in that door or advanced go here. But if you're doing life stream jump, you need to go up here and get the stopwatch, because the no life stream jump route has the ice storm. It's a pretty standard movement with the ladder. Yeah, so this is where they merge in the level. Nothing really different, just get the stopwatch. Make sure to jump over these guys and not get eaten. It's a dumb, like, 10-second time loss. So flip and enter this door. Okay, this is a part I want to talk about for advanced strats. This is like a half-second time saver. Like, these really add up, so I want to talk about them as much as I can. So you want to jump right when you pass Mimi, a full jump. And then you kind of let go of 2 at, like, the height of your jump. And then you jump again on the stairs. This is so you don't bonk on the edge of the stairs. That saves, like, half a second. So right here, just hold upright. If you hold upright, you'll activate the switch instantly. Okay, so now you want to line up with this, like, black line here. And then you want to flip. Yeah, you see the black line. I pointed just to help. I'm going to do that a lot in this. So you want to flip right when it's about to touch you. So, like, right there. You can flip way later. It's just, it lines you up for your jump that you're going to do. So, simple stuff. Just wait. So I stand, like, I don't know if you could see it, but, like, I'm standing a little bit to the left of the middle of, like, the 2 conveyor belt things. I don't know what they're called. But yeah. So you're gonna jump, you're gonna take your damage, and then you're just gonna hold left. If you flipped at the right time, which was right when the spike was about to touch you, and then you're gonna jump. And make sure to jump again, don't fail that one. Okay, now, it's kind of hard for a beginner, just take it slow. If you fall, whatever, it's like 40 seconds, it doesn't matter as a beginner as much. Just take it slow as a beginner. As a beginner, you'd go down here and jump back up. Sorry, I hit my mic. You go down and then jump back up so that you do a safer strat, but advance is going to do a kind of angled jump to get up. So I kind of show you could just go down there and jump back up. So get this key and leave the room. So I recommend doing this. You can also jump through the dog, but it's very precise. So just flip into 3D and hug the left wall, and then go and open the key door. Or you can jump through the dog, which I'll show here. You just kind of do like a short jump, not too high, because if you do too high, you'll hit his like spikes, and then you'll take damage, and then you'll get eaten, which is really stupid. So open the locked door, and then there's cutscenes. Out of this cutscene, hold the direction away from where your pixel is, plus up, so that you open the door, and it opens fast. Just a little time saver. So that's 2-2 for advanced / beginner. There's nothing too different between the two, so I just wanted to do it all in one video. So here's 2-3. If you're on Japanese, this is really easy. Well, it's still kind of hard. But on English, you're probably not going to make the early cycle. On Japanese, you probably will, as long as you have decent movement and text mashing, because there's a cycle moving at the top of the room that you'll see later. So after you hit that block and go through this text, jump up here, switch to Peach on like the right edge of the block, and then hold left and then float to the left so you get on top of here. Then switch back to Mario, flip, and run and open this chest. If you didn't lose time at this point, it should be easy. On English, it's still hard. Like on JP, like you probably already got it if you just didn't lose time up to the chest. So flip after, so it's okay. So after you get Slim, it's 3 text boxes, 1, 2, 3, and then after this blue text box, there's 3 more, and then flip, and then you want to go and jump on this block. I jump like right at the end there, and jump again. And you can run forward, and I move diagonally here. It saves a little bit of time later. Don't do this on English, because that's time loss that you don't want to have for making the cycle. So now you use Slim and make it through. So it looks pretty free, but that's only because I'm on Japanese. On English, that's much harder. I actually had trouble getting through this. So put in 41262816. It's on the left. Write it down if you can't remember it. Try and menu it fast, like, especially if you're advanced, like, learn the inputs, I guess. There's no point in me really saying them, because you probably wouldn't remember anyway. You might as well just figure them out yourself. So you can actually talk to Mimi, like, behind her, so it doesn't really matter. Just jump in and talk. You don't have to talk in front of the glass. I notice a lot of people do that. Because then you'll, like, be behind a wall for a little bit and you can't gain speed. Use Slim to get to the star block and end the chapter. Oops. Sorry, I'm having trouble with using my hotkeys. Okay, so after the text of the level, enter the first door on the left and enter the next door. This level is a lot of entering doors. Anyway, this is jump. So hold right until you touch the ground, and then hold left and jump. Make sure you have momentum. I don't know if you need it. Just make sure you do, because that's the strat I do. And you can jump off that enemy. So right away, flip when you enter this room. Run down. Okay, this is kind of difficult. You're going to want to land on here. I hold up, and then I do a jump, and then I angle back onto the platform, and then jump up. So for these text boxes, you press the first option, and then the second option. So 1, 2. This level's a lot of cutscenes, so I'm just gonna speed it up a lot. Okay, so enter the next room, and this is the next room. You're gonna use Slim to get to the bottom. Really easy. Flip when you're on these question mark blocks, and enter this room. So do a jump to accelerate, and then a higher jump to get on the platform, and then another jump to get up there. So flip, and then flip again, and then enter this door. You don't have to flip again. It just saves, like, a few frames, I think, to flip again. Doesn't really matter. Use Tippy on the stairs there, and get this Ultra Shroom. It's nice for the points and also to heal up. In the Life Shroom jump route, you have like 2 HP here sometimes, so it's really bad. Anyways, lots of text. Like a lot of text. Okay, so now we move on to the fight. Right at the start here, get a running jump. And jump on him to, or her, I guess, sorry. Jump on her to aggravate her, and then jump again. So this fight is just a lot of jumping. Kind of just get a feel for the jumps. So you want to get double bounces, so you want to land on like the left or right side and hold left or right to try and get the double bounce. Sometimes I miss them. It's kind of hard. I actually missed a lot here. I usually never miss this much. What the heck? This is a bad fight. Do not learn from this. Watch like a good run for this. So beginner, switch to boomer. Advanced, you don't switch to boomer. You need boomer pre-chapter 3 for like beginner, but advanced does not need boomer because we do a clip that saves like 3 seconds. You don't have to do the clip if you're an advanced player. It's just like, I'd say like the normal advanced strat to me. So yeah, that's the end of chapter 2. Yeah, that's like, that's it. Make sure not to save, of course, after chapter 2, and thank you guys for watching. I'll try and get chapter 3 out soon, and I hope this helps. See you guys.